Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Distributed tidily. That is lovely. And it's Deco. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Saliba. Knocks it into space. That's very neat. Now it's Haaland. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a good ball out wide. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Looking for a runner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He is through here. That's a shade optimistic. Not the most convincing of passes.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Off the post! Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Messi tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Best providing an outlet on that flank. Messi. He's having a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Deco really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And Dijk clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And he's running through. Driving on and making good progress. Messi. And this is Messi. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Nicely intercepted. Deco. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe! He's scored! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Villarreal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Saliba did well to avoid shot, surely! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Best, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Olmo. Searching pass he's played there. Ibrahimovic. Oh, good spread. Back where it came from. And a chance! It's fallen kindly here. Marvellous goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's being urged to shoot. Ball swung in. Tries to get... Dani Olmo! The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 27.
So, into the second half.
Le numéro 11.
Villarreal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Villarreal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's Mbappe. That's been intercepted. That looks a decent ball. Rodri, spread it left. And Guardiol, nice looking ball. Dani Olmo in acres of space out wide. Dani Olmo is in a really good position out wide. There's the shot! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodri. And it's Messi.
Villarreal have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
And here's Dani Olmo. Guardiol. Now that's a fine challenge. And the finish! Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out, well played. Best plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Villarreal have reclaimed it. That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Looking to play him in. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to...
Takes a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Villarreal still have the cards to affect this game. Shot could be on.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Diouf. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Davids. Aims beyond the defence. Well read. And the shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Best has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Flashes a great chance! A real chance and a real let-off. And the shot, he's had a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Diouf really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Villarreal are looking to go forward now.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And that is expertly dealt with.
Villarreal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Great vision. Best. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Temps additionnel.
And the number on the board is 3. That's a good foray he's making. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's found space here. Diouf has it in a wide position. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of Ken.
That's at the end. Villarreal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do.